Here's our star. Hello, everybody. Jeff, Terry, Alex, Henry, Ryan, Ron, Brent. Who's that? Carmi? Bill, hello. Hi, everybody. Yeah, I didn't shave. Been on the water 2 days. But I'm here. Hello, everybody. Hey, Fred. Ed, Bill. Nice to see you guys. Hey, Oz. Thank you very much. So I don't know how long I'm going to last today because we fished all night the first night and we fished last night trying to find some big ones. We didn't find any monsters, but plenty of fish in that 30-pound range, maybe 40. But it was a lot of fun. And last night we fished till 3 in the morning. And so I only got a couple hours sleep. Let me see. Fred. I don't see Tracy here. I see Broke Man. What's that? Denario Rio. Hola. Hello. No Tracy. Thank you, Oz. Let me get your ticket. So I'm going to try to hang out for 30 minutes. I just got done laying up all the footage that we filmed onto the computers. Hello, Al, Matthew. So I was looking at the fish counts, and looks like the barracuda have really gone down. Sculpin's still biting like crazy. All the landings are getting them. It looks like a lot of the boats are running outside. When we were out yesterday on the Legend and this morning, we saw, boats from Newport. We saw the Freelance. We saw the Patriot out there looking for tuna. I'm sure there was other boats out there too, but we were off Oceanside, and we weren't very far. It's the first time I went tuna fishing, and I had cell phone coverage for part of the day. So, and the fish were super, super touchy. Let's see, what does Derek say? Went out on the Clemente, saw bluefin jumping around the boat. Wow, 60 feet of water. Did you guys hook any, Derek? Did you guys hook any bluefin on the Clemente? Yeah, Tim, we got limits. We just barely got limits of bluefin, and we fished till 3 in the morning to get the limits. But it wasn't because of lack of fish. It was just we were fishing so light. Some were fishing 20-pound. I tried 20-pound. I got busted off 3 times. But we did have quite a few fish that we had trouble with. So that was a challenge. What other questions? Fred wants to know, hey, Dan, when will the California video be posted? We just shot the California trip on Friday out of Ventura, so it'll be a few months. The guys are editing stuff that we shot earlier in the year to get it up pretty soon. So it's kind of a unique year that normally we don't start editing programs that we shoot the same year, in the year until the following year, or toward the end of the year. But the guys are already editing stuff we filmed this year. So programs that we shot in um, May, June are already being produced right now. So you guys will see those soon. What else is on here? Henry, thank you very much. Terry was on the trip with us on the Californian. She did fairly good. She didn't catch a lot of fish, but she caught fish. And Tamara was nice enough to come by. She drove down from Santa Barbara to come see all of us on the Californian. We had two guys from Hawaii that were with us from on there. We had two guys, a father and son from West Virginia that were with us on the Californian. And who else do we have? We had a bunch of people from all over the place. It was remarkable how many people came from all over. Terry from San Diego, some others from San Diego. So that was pretty good. And then I met a bunch of people on the trip yesterday that are on here. Jamie, who won the prize a few times, was on the boat yesterday. And Paul Burbank, I've seen him quite a few times on our trips. He was on the trip. He did really good. He got a bunch of fish. So that was fun. So yesterday, we knew fishing was going to be tough. Like we knew we had to light line fish. And Jeff had even told me before, he was out like the day before, 2 days before, the fish light line. But what I wasn't expecting was small hooks. Usually when I go tuna fishing, I'm prepared for a size 2 hook to use in case we have anchovies or something. But we had to use size 4. Okay, the size 4 is even small for fishing for calico bass. But we had to use a size 4 hook. And that's what, if you use the size 2, if you use a 1.0, 2.0 hook, you didn't get bit. So we had to use the size 4 hook, a small hook, and that worked out really good. And then the other thing that was really good was the nighttime bite. Nighttime, you could fish 80, 100 pound and just winch the tuna in. It was really easy. I caught one on a flat fall, and it was pretty easy. Just brought it straight in. The other one that was hard, shouldn't say it was hard, but it was just different fishing with the flat falls. I wasn't used to that kind of fishing. When we got into the smaller fish, like the 20-pound fish, they hit the jigs, but they didn't necessarily hook them. So like you drop the jig down and you'd feel the fish hit the jig, and it wouldn't really run with it, but it would hit it, and they just wouldn't bite it. So that was a little frustrating. But I did get my 2 fish, and I was able to help get the rest of the limit for people. But I did lose 3 fish. 2 I got bit off on 20, and 1 below the knot where I tied my fluorocarbon to my main line. The line broke about 1 inch down. So I'm still not sure what I'm doing. I think I'm going to switch knots from the double uni knot to, Kevin was suggesting I go the cigar knot, so I'm going to try that. But I'm going to do that. Did I fish and use? Yeah, I did fish and use Daiwa reels. I actually landed my fish on Alexa. Landed on Alexa, and then my what do you call it? My flat fall fish. I caught it on 100-pound Spectra with 80-pound mono on a 16 2-speed, 16 international 2-speed. And it was pretty easy on the 16 2-speed. The fish wasn't that big. I don't know, maybe 40 pounds, 35 pounds. And when the fish was straight up and down, just for fun, I pressed the button and did that too. Yeah, Monica's pointing out her husband Daniel was on the boat. And I got to meet him. So that was nice. And Daniel says that Monica enjoys watching this. So that was nice. I don't know if she enjoys watching this or she enjoys seeing April, but it was nice. April. April was here before I started. She was like in the room once I turned on the lights and stuff in here. She was in here like waiting. Adrian wants to know, can I say hi to Lexi and is it Natalie? Hello. April. And then we had little Ollie on the boat. He's a 13-year-old pinhead, learning about being a deckhand and working on the boats. Met his dad at the dock. There's April, demonstrating the chum line for you guys. That's how the fish go, just closer to you, closer to you. And you just use a chum bucket or toss slide baits, and they come right to you. Hi, April. Why are you slipping? I don't know. She's slipping on the wood for some reason today. Thank you, Oz. Yeah, I talked to my mom today. She's doing well. Haven't had a chance to see her. Did the California trip on Friday. Saturday, we had the kids thing that we were helping out in Orange County. And Sunday, I was down in San Diego to get on the boat. And this afternoon, I got home. So that's about it. It says double uni. Yeah, I use the double uni. Maybe I'm putting too many wraps because I'm putting like 9 to 10 wraps on the line. So you only use 5 wraps. Maybe that's a problem. Yeah, Oz, we broke April of that problem with the hot dogs. You chum hot dogs, April will walk into any room now. Hi, April. Come say hi to your fans. She gets mad at me because I left her home for 2 days while I was out on the Legend. She has her own room in the back. She has part of the garage and all that. So hopefully Thursday, if I get everything done, I will show you guys my fishing room and we'll do the broadcast from there. But kind of busy. Thank you, Ricardo. Yeah, my mom's doing really well. And she's going in to see the doctors tomorrow, I think she said, or the next day. She has to just go in for a checkup. But everything's good. She feels good. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I'll ask Jeff what knot to tie. If I should try the cigar knot. The fish I did land on the 25-pound, I didn't use fluorocarbon. I just went straight monofilament, and it worked out really good. I also heard that people, friends of mine, were telling me about their friends were fishing locally out of San Pedro, and they got tuna up to 60 pounds. Working their way to Catalina, and they didn't get anywhere close to Catalina. I guess they were less than 10 miles off the beach, and they got them. And then somebody here just posted that they were on the Clemente out of Dana, and they had tuna. Was it Derek said they had tuna boiling around them? So I have private charters on Saturday, and we still have that open party trip on Sunday if some of you want to go. But right now, I think we only have one person signed up on that. So if any of you are interested about that, trip. I don't know. If it doesn't sell out, I might just run out on Sunday and go look for tuna, which would probably be a nightmare on a weekend with all the little boats out there. We had so many boats around us on the Legend, and it was Monday, and we had tons of boats around us. So the trip for the 15th, yeah, there's still 3 spots available. So if anyone's interested, here is a link. Hey, Jamie, how you doing? It was fun having you on the boat. Jamie did really well. Jamie was on the boat. Jamie caught something like 6 tuna or something like that. I mean, he only left the boat with 2 because the limit's 2, but I think he left the boat with 3 or 4 because he did have some yellowfin tuna and bluefin tuna. So it looks like good. And Kevin was saying last night when we were out there that it looked like Huntington Flats during the twilight sand bass years. So it was pretty good. Let's see. Jamie gets a ticket. Thank you, Jamie. And Jamie was with Paul Burbank, and Paul's been a big supporter. Paul did really good too on the trip, so that was good. Thank you, guys. Yeah, so Jamie got 2 bluefin to take home and 1 yellowfin. Yeah, the yellowfin were the same size as the bluefin. You know, they're the same 30, 40-pound class. And what was really different was there was a double that happened right next to me. A bluefin and a yellowfin were hooked at the same time. So normally you would think in a school like that it would be all bluefin, but when the 2 fish came up, they were just about identical sizes, and they were both 1 bluefin and 1 yellowfin. The other thing I was going to tell you guys that I've never ever seen before, well, probably I shouldn't say never, but I don't remember the last time I saw it. On the Californian, we had a jackpot, and we had a sheephead and a lingcod that were both weighed in for the jackpot. So when the crew put them on the scale, you know, that swings up and down, they were identical. And then when they switched the fish around, they were pretty much identical. So everybody wanted to settle the jackpot. So one of the passengers had a digital scale. So we used a digital scale, and the crew asked me to handle it because they didn't want to have anything to do with any arguments about it. So I grabbed the digital scale, and a couple of the other people were around me, some passengers. And we had a lot of people on the boat. We had 40 people on the boat. And we put the fish on the scales, and they were both the identical exact weight. So the 2 guys ended up splitting the jackpot. So I don't remember the last time there was 2 fish exactly the same weight. The other thing too is the East Cape confirmed with me while I was out at sea that they want me to come back in November. So I will be back in the East Cape in Mexico, probably, would say 80 to 100 miles north of Cabo San Lucas. I'll be there. Looks like the first weekend in November. So if any of you want to join me, last year we did that trip, and we had easy limits of Dorado, and I think we got some, I think it was a few tuna mixed in, but we did get some billfish too, and roosterfish, but it was mainly Dorado fishing, so it was pretty good. What else? Yeah, Jeff, I was using my old internationals, my 16. I did have a problem with one international. I think it was a 30 international 30 that I lent one of my friends to use on the boat, and actually my cameraman used it after we were done filming. and when it was in low, it wouldn't come out of low gear. So luckily I had extra reels with me. So it was good. Hey Tamara, how you doing? I don't see Tracy today. I'm surprised he's not here. Kevin's sending me texts about the trip, and Kevin had his nephew with him on the trip too, and that was nice. And his nephew, we were sharing stories about Larry, his uncle, who was my best friend, who passed away 7 years ago. And I was giving Kevin some teasing because he had the poor nephew kid, Ryan, fished with Larry's old gear, which Larry had old gear as it was, but he had Ryan fishing with that gear instead of some nicer, newer gear. So there was a couple of reels there that I haven't seen, I don't know, 15 years or so. But Ryan did good. He got some fish. Okay, guys, so I got 85 of you online right now and only 35 likes. Can we get a few likes? I only got 2 hours sleep. So if maybe we can get closer to the 80 people on here. I'm sure we'll have 100 people on here soon. Hey, there's Tracy. Tracy Sunshine. How you doing, Tracy? Tracy was on the trip with us in the Californian out of Ventura. He had a good time. And like usual, he didn't keep any fish, but he gave fish to other passengers. Warren, anyone know a good place for me to put my wife on a rooster fish? I don't know if there's any place good the end of December. I mean, there's probably rooster fish on the East Cape that time of year. And if you go farther south, if you go Panama, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, you can probably do it. But if you go fishing in Baja in December, there's a good chance you're going to have lots of problems with the wind. It gets really, really windy. So that's one problem. But yeah, there's plenty of rooster fish from Baja all the way down to Panama. And I wonder if I've caught them in all those places. I know I've caught them in Costa Rica. I've caught them in Guatemala. I've caught them in Nicaragua. I haven't fished Panama. Kiwi React says he's from Nicaragua. Nicaragua is my favorite country in Central America. If Ortega wasn't there, I'd probably be there more often. But I really like Nicaragua. I like going to Grenada. I like going to San Juan del Sur, Pearl Lagoon on the Caribbean side. I personally haven't had any trouble in Nicaragua. And it's a very beautiful country, very friendly people. And it's the only place I've been where you can drive up to the volcanoes. There's a volcano there outside Managua that you can actually drive to. And it's pretty cool. And Grenada is just a neat town to see. It's a whole town. If you guys ever like check history stuff, and because I've been to Nicaragua so many times, I learned this. Grenada in Nicaragua is the longest that town has been in its original location, the longest in any other town in North America, in the Americas. So that's how long that town has been there. And they have a really neat festival there in December before Christmas. I was there one year. We were filming for, I think we were there filming for PBS. We did a series for them. And we just happened to be there when this festival was going on. And because we had TV cameras and stuff with us, people were letting us in their houses to film to get better angles. And it was the story of the festival was all around. They built this church in Grenada, beautiful Catholic church, big church. And the only thing the church was missing was a statue of the Virgin Mary that every church has. So they didn't have one. And supposedly they'd ordered one and never came in. So this whole festival is one day some locals, I'm not sure if they were natives, like Indians or there's local people that live there in Grenada, right there on the shores of Lake Nicaragua, showed up a little crate, and in the crate was a statue of the Virgin Mary that they ended up putting inside the church. So the original statue is still in the church. They don't move it, but they put a replica that they carry on this for this festival from Lake Nicaragua in through the town of Grenada and to the church. So it's pretty cool. If you guys ever go there, check out the Hotel Alhambra. It's a beautiful old-fashioned hotel right there in Grenada. That was pretty cool. I really, really like it. And if you're into cigars, they make them right there in Grenada. Lots of tobacco growing there. You can see it all. So it's pretty neat. All right, so the California trip went good. I wasn't sure what to expect. I didn't know. I was hoping we are going to fish the beaches a little bit more and fish for calico bass and stuff, but we didn't. We just fished rockfish, and it was fine. We did good. We had plenty of whitefish, lots of whitefish. We had that one big lingcod. Hey, Jack, thank you very much. The one big lingcod and some big salmon grouper and some other fish too. McCarty's were out with us. I haven't seen them in a while, in a couple of years. So Jason and his dad, Jerry, were with us. So they drove out from like Hemet area to fish with us. Eric, you want one of these shirts? We have them on our website. I can put a link for you. All right, here's a link for that trip for Sunday, if any of you would like to sign up. And let me find my shirts. Dan's products. We have the new shirts too. Some of you guys have been watching me wear them, the black ones. Those are now up on the website too. And there's that. And then I don't know how many of you know Monica from my office. I know a lot of you talked to her. Something happened over the weekend, I guess, and she tore up her knee. She's on crutches. She didn't make it into the office today, but I'll see her on Thursday, hopefully. She'll be in better shape. But yeah, she's on crutches. She tore up her knee, and she said she wasn't even sure how she did it, but she did do it. All right, Eric, here's that link there if you'd like to get one of the t-shirts. What else is on here? So Jeff, I guess you saw the Enterprise out there in the tuna grounds. Did they go all the way down to Oceanside where the boats are, or were they just fishing like the 14-mile bank out that way? I tell you, it was really weird fishing tuna where I was getting text messages. I had my phone in the galley, but every once in a while I'd go in there and check, and we would go in close to the shore a few miles, and I'd get messages. I'd get text messages, get emails. So that's what happened. So it's pretty cool. Dale's talking about Cedros. I like Cedros. Hi Ed, how you doing? Yeah, that's the one thing I really noticed, and one thing I really appreciate this year, and it's nice that this is my 35th anniversary of what I do, but it's been really nice this year meeting so many of you. Like, we'll have 100 of us here, sometimes 300 of us here on Tuesday and Thursday nights, and it's been really nice meeting so many of you guys in person. Like Jamie, like I've seen Jamie a few times on boats, but I didn't know he was the same person here. Daniel, I don't know if I've ever fished with you before other than on the Legend trip, but it was really nice when you came up to me during the Legend trip and introduced yourself as, Daniel and Monica from here, and telling me how you guys both watch on different computers and phones so that I can get more viewers. I really appreciate that. So like right now, we got 95 viewers, but only 65 likes. So you guys, please hit the like button. I owe Tamara a ticket. Tamara, thank you very much. So we only have like 5 tickets sold right now, guys. So hopefully we get a few more. Let me see. I got Jack. Tamara. And Tamara, thank you very much for coming down to the boat and meeting everybody. I know Terry liked seeing you again. And I think everybody else did too. So it was nice. And we had pretty nice weather that day. And I tell you, the weather we had yesterday was phenomenal. I mean, you could have left a can on the rail, and I don't think it would have fallen off the boat. It was just really nice, calm, beautiful weather. Aaron wants to know if the Avid HX will handle a 100-pound bluefin. I'll let Jeff answer that question. I don't own one of those reels. Have you fished Anacapa Island? Yeah, I fished it years ago. I haven't fished it lately. We drove past Anacapa out of Ventura to go fish at Santa Cruz Island. We're at Yellowbanks on the trip the other day. All right, there's a few more tickets. So we have about 10 more minutes, and then I'm going to go pass out because I am tired. Uncle Greg, that's a new one. Hello, Uncle Greg. Martin, thank you. Gonzalez. So just to prove a point about chumming, because you guys always ask how good it works, I haven't put any hot dogs out for a few minutes, and there's no sign of April. And that's the way the fish are. When you have your chum bucket in the water and you have bait in it, and it's just flowing out, those calico bass, the other fish, barracuda, will come close to the boat. And with April, if there's no hot dogs on the wooden floor, she doesn't come up and bite. Same thing. Okay, Tracy, thank you very much for being a big supporter, being with us on the Californian. Thank you. And Jayhawk got another one. Thank you, Jayhawk. What else? All right, so Ed's answering the question about the reel. Okay, so Jeff answered the question that reel would be fine with 65-pound braid. Yeah, I mean, I caught that, I don't know, 35, 40-pound tuna on 25-pound mono with the drag way backed off. I mean, normally I fished a lot tighter, but after losing 3 fish with 2 of them, the tuna eating through the line, and one of them, me pulling too hard and breaking the line. That last one that I landed on the line, I really lightened the drag, fished it easy, didn't thumb the spool at all. And just whenever the fish wanted to run, I just let them run. I walked the fish up to the bow, left them up there, stayed away from everybody, and we hung out there for about 10, 15 minutes. And then when the fish got tired, started to come up to the surface, I just walked the fish right toward the back. We got about halfway down the side of the boat on the port side, and I had Ollie with me, the kid, the 13-year-old kid, the pinhead, and I just walked the fish right up on the surface, didn't pull it, didn't jerk it, just let the fish swim on the surface and just kind of puddle right on the surface there, and just kind of slowly pulled on it. If you start pulling on them hard, if you get them agitated, they'll put their head down and they'll run. And I didn't do that. I just took my time with it, and the fish stayed up right on the surface. The kid gaffed it right in the head, and you saw the picture. I should probably show you guys the picture. Let's see. Kevin sent me some pictures on the trip, but here is the fish that Ollie gaffed for me. I put it on Instagram today so you guys could see that. Nice tuna. And there's the reel there, Avid. I'm sorry. That's a Daiwa Lexa 400 series, 25-pound test mono. And then this was the other fish I got that day. Let's see. There's this one. Not quite as big. And I don't have a picture of the nighttime fish, the fish I got on the jig. Here's Kev. Oh no. This is my cousin Ricky. He came from Las Vegas. I haven't fished with them in like 18 years or something like that, 15 years. And I'm getting texts from Drama Plays, so let that go through. There's my cousin with his fish. And he hadn't caught a tuna in 20 years. Last time he'd been out with me, he caught a tuna. And then here's me and Steven, the captain of the boat, and his dad, his uncle, or his grandfather, all legends in the fishing industry. And Steven's on his way to be a legend too. Driving the legend, working on legend. He's got a really good crew. They did really good. Let's see, where's Kevin's fish? Where's Kevin's nice fish? Okay, I don't have a picture of Kevin's big fish. Here's one of his smaller tunas that he got. And then Ryan, his nephew, who was fishing with all the old gear that he made him fish with. That's Ryan, Larry's nephew, Kevin's nephew. So those are some of the players that were on the boat. What else we got on there? So what's up? Oh, I ran into Captain Bill Malahini on the dock. So he wanted to say hi to you guys, so we took a picture together. And we'll be fishing with him next month on the Malahini. That trip's all sold out. We only have 2 spots left with spaces on them. Let me see. What does Aaron say? Hey, Dan, I fished with your old cameraman. Bob on the outdoors. Oh, okay. Bob Alvarez. He's all into music these days. Matt, talking about the reels. Ron B, thank you very much. Yeah, that's one thing I would tell you guys. If you really don't know, um, if you really don't know how to cast, practice casting. You really need to practice casting because those of us that were able to get our lines away from the boat, we're catching a lot more fish. And don't let the bait sit out there long. When the fish are really, really touchy like they were yesterday, I don't think the baits were in the water more than a minute, maybe a minute or two. And then we were swapping them out. I'd cast in the corner where they were chumming. And by the time I got 3/4 of the way across the stern, I wound it in and cast it out again. And the fish, that ate it quickly. And was really frustrating. And Captain Stephen talked about this a little bit. Is that when the tuna hit the bait, they were acting like calico bass. They weren't necessarily eating them. Sometimes they'd put them in their mouth for a second or two and then spit them out, and they would tear the skin up and that, but they wouldn't necessarily eat them. And we did, like Jamie, I think it was Jamie was one of the guys who was using spinning reels, and they did fine. They were able to cast a lot better with their spinning reel. And with that grade of tuna, not 100-pound fish, but that 30, 40-pound grade of tuna, and then those smaller ones that were in the 20-pound range, those spinning reels worked fine. The guys were able to get them. Yeah, a lot of boats don't like to do jackpot, especially when they keep the whole fish. Like now, if you catch 100 tuna on the boat, they don't want to have to like go and weigh every little fish. So the fish are so similar in size, so it's not like you know if somebody gets 100-pounder and everybody else gets a 40-pounder. Like yesterday, we would have had to weigh probably 90% of the fish to find the jackpot winner. So, okay, Drama says he's sent me a photo. Let me see, find his text. I'm guessing you sent it on Instagram because I don't see it. There it is. So Drama went to Belmont Pier, I think, and he caught this guy, which I'm not 100% sure. I think it's a Corbina. He caught this guy, some sort of perch. And he also caught, I know people that eat these. I've never eaten them. A doctor friend of mine loves these things. He keeps them when he goes lobster fishing. But Drama caught a spider crab. He sent me the picture through Instagram. There's a spider crab. So congratulations, Drama. Brandon mentioned me in Instagram. So here's Brandon and me on the boat last night. Well, that's a video he made. Here's Brandon and me on the boat last night. I don't know. This is probably like 2 in the morning last night. There's a little video he made. There's Brandon with some of the fish from yesterday. That's me. I guess that's a story thing, so the picture changes. See what else you got on here. Other pictures. Oh, this is me fighting my tuna. I guess he shot a little video of me fighting the tuna. Just a couple of people shot video of me fighting the tuna there. That was at sunset. That's Ollie there, all excited. That's me at work at the office. Nice view. Nice window view there. Me pulling on the fish. And I'm not pulling very hard. I'm just taking it easy. That's up on the bow. Like I told you guys, I was on the bow there for a while, just taking my time with it. So thank you, Brandon, for that. But, I really appreciate it. Yeah, it was Ryan's first bluefin. Let's see, I think Kevin sent some pictures. There's Ryan and I together. And all the Yoshida family's close to me. Larry and I were best friends for, I don't know, 40 years, something like that. Long time. And that's it. So those are all the pictures there. All right, Tamara, huge spider crab. Kevin, special thanks to Joey, Pinhead Ollie. Yeah, they didn't start cleaning fish till almost 3 o'clock, Kevin, because I was up till 2:30, and we just stopped fishing about 2:45 when they started pulling fish out. So I think it was like 3 o'clock that they started cutting fish. And I think Joey cut all the fish himself, he said. And he just had Ollie up there to bag all the fish for him. Yeah, I would take different size leaders, you guys, if you go. So Tyler says that the spider crabs taste good. I like the Dungeness crab and king crab. I've never tried a spider crab, but this doctor friend of mine, he really loves them. So I'll do that. Tamara, do people really eat the heart of the tuna? Yes, they do. We actually got footage of a couple of guys doing it on the trip. So the question is, Tamara, when you go fishing the Malahini, are you going to eat the heart of your first tuna? That's the question. See if she answers. Aaron says if he ever catches one, he'll eat the heart. Tamara says she's not going to eat the heart. And she draws a line there. Okay. Okay, Tamara says she's not. You should think about eating it, Tamara. Just take a bite. A couple of the guys yesterday couldn't eat the whole heart. They just took a bite or two out of it and then they threw the heart away. But they did try it. Also, Jeff says he had 2 lady passengers that ate the heart of their tunas today. That's good. So you guys must have people eat the hearts on your boats a lot. I'm sure you guys have a lot of first-time anglers there. Well, Tamara, if you get seasick, we can film that too. If that makes you feel better. Aaron, right now, for everything in August is sold out. The filming trips. September, we have spaces. We have like 5 trips in September. Only 2 of them have spaces. So if you want to go fish with me in September, the only 2 boats that have room, everything in Northern California is sold out. Emeryville is sold out. But we have room on the Clemente on the 2nd of September. It's a Friday. So here's the link for that one. And I think there's like 20 spots left right now. I'm going to post a video about it tomorrow. So I wouldn't be surprised if by Monday the trip's sold out. And then the other one that we have space on is the following week on the Spitfire. And then everything else in September sold out. The Malahini sold out. The New Hook Fin sold out. The Seawolf is sold out. So the only other trip we have available is the Spitfire. And the Spitfire only has 8 spots left. So if you want to go fishing out of Marina Del Rey, you really need to sign up soon. There's only 8 spots left on that trip. Man, it's going to sell out probably by Monday. I just shot a video in my fishing room for you guys, and I'm going to post it tomorrow. So here's a trip on that one. But it'll be good. Vegas Cat, Dan, have you ate the heart of a tuna before? I did it a long time ago. I think like college age or something. Yeah, Jeff, that'd be cool if the Seawolf and the New Hook Fin go tuna fishing. I was up there one year where we caught albacore, so I wouldn't be surprised. I know I've heard reports of bluefin tuna at Monterey, but Monterey to Fairlawn Islands is still a ways. But you know, if we were gonna fish tuna out of Emeryville, this would probably be the year. Ron, are you gonna do the rockfish combo? Yeah, I'm gonna go up there and film. I don't think they would have me film a show on it. Go film, you know, and charter the boat because they're sold out. I mean, you can't charter the New Hook Fin or the Seawolf for a rockfish crab combo trip for like 2 years in advance. I mean, they have some people leave deposits for 2 years at a time because they want to get those fish. So, and they wanted to get the lobsters. So no. Drama wants to know, Dan, do you know you could catch lobsters? Yeah, you can catch lobsters. I've put hoop nets from my boat close to the pier, not on the pier, but yeah. But I know people catch lobsters off the pier all the time. So it's pretty good. Yeah, so while the Dodgers are playing right now, I knew it was a game delay because of rain. So let me put a link to our filming trips here so you guys can see. I think there's one trip in October, I think on the Triton, that has space on it. We might be adding another trip on the Legend for October, and I'm hoping we get to add a trip to Santa Barbara on the Coral Sea, but I haven't heard anything official there yet, so hopefully we can do that. So we'll see. So Jeff says there's a huge area, yellowfin, yellowtail, and Dorado South. Yeah, I was surprised we didn't go there. I was really surprised we went north, but I guess the crew was telling us that the Dorados that their friends were catching down south were small, like 5 to 10 pounders. So we didn't head that way. We went north in the tuna grounds, but we got slammed by all the boats. All right, Tamara, I'll let you know once we know if we're going to do a trip on that boat. All righty. All right, so last call for raffle ticket. I'm surprised I'm still awake with 2 hours sleep. And I got all my fish all cut up in little bags. My freezer is happy. It finally has fish again in it. I have rockfish from the Californian, and I have 2 bluefin tuna and little vacuum pack bags. So just enough tuna for a serving. So I have a bunch of those. Have the bellies in the separate bags. And then I have a couple of bigger sirloins for my parents that are all ready to go. What's that? Multi-species madness says got back from See, Long Beach yesterday, limit on sculpin. On the bass were eaten by the sea lions. That can be a problem. Yeah, the problem with the Newport boats is they do the Groupon trips. So definitely like the Freelance. Freelance is a great boat. I love the boat. We used to film on it years ago. The problem with it now is they do mainly Groupon trips. So you can see the boat out there with 90 people, 80 people on there. But if you're looking for a fishing experience to try fishing, it's probably a great way to go. But if you're trying to really catch fish, that's why the gale force in those boats to try and only take like 20 people on the boat. They could take more legally, but they only take 20 people. They charge a little bit more, and it works out really good. So Kevin just texted me asking me if I like the rod he wrapped for me. Yeah, Kevin wrapped me a custom rod. Well, it was a rod he had, and he rewrapped it for me and gave it to me. It was really nice of him, and it worked out really good. It was a long rod. I don't know exactly. Was that an 8-foot rod? It was. I thought it was a long rod for tuna fishing, but it worked out really good on the fish that I caught on the flatfall jig, and it was nice and easy to bring in. And once the fish was right below me, I just pressed the button and put it in low speed, and it was over. Just fish came up like a kite. So you guys will see the video of it. We filmed it all, so it was really good. But yeah, we did really, really good. It was fun. Fat Cat, did I put Velcro straps on the freezer? Yeah, I put Velcro straps on the freezer. I put 2 of them instead of 1. And to make sure that they were stuck on really good, I added some crazy glue, or equivalent to crazy glue, to lock them in place. And I kind of tested it, pull on it, and it's working pretty good. That's good. So Kevin says that rod he made me is a 7.5 foot model. It worked out really nice. And when I got that fish on, the first fish I landed was on the 25-pound test on the Lexa. So I really took my time and did that. But the second one, I got that one on that 7.5 foot rod that Kevin made for me, and it just came right up like a corkscrew. It was really easy with that heavy stuff. All right, I'm done for tonight. Let's pick a winner and see who's going to get the $25 gift card. And here we go. And tonight's winner is Oz. Oz is the winner. Okay, Oz, congratulations. I'm going to give Monica a call on Thursday and let her know how you'd like to spend your $25. Maybe you can join us again for a trip. And here's the links for our trips again, for the filming trips. So there's that. And then if any of you want to go on the open party trip for this Sunday, here's a link for that. If nobody signs up, I'm probably going to go tuna fishing. Take my boat out. My boat likes to run, so I got to run it. All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you very much, and talk to y'all later. Good night.